It was just past dusk when Evelyn stood alone at the bus stop, the hum of streetlights casting long shadows onto the cracked pavement. She glanced down at her phone, 6:47 p.m. The bus was late. Again. As she slid the phone back into her coat pocket, she noticed him. Across the street, under a flickering lamppost, a man stood perfectly still. He wore a dark overcoat, his face just barely visible beneath the shadow of his hood. He wasn't moving, not even swaying, just watching. Evelyn blinked. A car passed, and when she looked again, he was gone. A cold shiver traced her spine. She scanned the street, heart picking up its pace, but there was no one there. Just empty sidewalk and a trash bin rattling in the wind. She shook it off. Long day. Probably her imagination. The bus finally arrived, headlights spilling yellow across the street. She boarded, found a seat by the window, and tried not to think about the man under the streetlight. Later, she stopped by the grocery store, as she always did on Tuesday nights. The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead as she walked through the aisles, trying to remember if she needed milk or not. She turned the corner into the frozen food section and froze. There he was again, same coat, same hood, standing halfway down the aisle facing her, this time closer. Her breath hitched. "Excuse me?" she said, loud enough for others to hear. "Do you need something?" He didn't move, didn't speak, just stared. Panicked now, she looked to an elderly woman beside her. "Do you see him?" she asked, pointing. The woman frowned. "Who, dear?" "Him." Evelyn spun around, but he was gone again. She left the cart and practically ran out of the store. That night, sleep came fitfully, shallow and filled with shadows. But finally, somewhere between exhaustion and dawn, her mind gave in to rest. When her eyes opened, sunlight poured through the curtains. Relief washed over her. It had all been a dream. The man, the store, everything. Just some long, disturbing dream. She chuckled softly to herself, shook her head. Then she tried to sit up, and couldn't. Her arms wouldn't move. She looked down, and her breath caught in her throat. She was wearing a straitjacket, not in her bed, not in her apartment. The walls were stark white, padded. She began to scream. Footsteps echoed outside the door. A shadow crossed the window, tall, thin. The man in the coat. He didn't speak, didn't move. He just stood there, watching her. Every day he returned, standing outside the window, never entering, never leaving, just watching. No one believed her when she begged the doctors to look. "He's real," she cried. "He follows me." The nurses smiled sadly and marked her words down as hallucinations. Weeks passed, then months. Evelyn stopped screaming, stopped fighting. She sat in silence, eyes locked on the window, waiting for him. And every night, he was there, standing in the shadows. Until one night, he wasn't. For the first time in months, the window was empty. And Evelyn smiled. But it was the kind of smile that doesn't come from peace. It came from surrender. Because in that moment, she understood something. He wasn't at the window anymore. He was inside the room. And this time, he had moved.
When the night gets bright and the stars align, we stir up dreams in cosmic time. A little stardust, a little tune, you're mixing it with the moon.